the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Touchdown, Canes. He's going to score. The kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, that's zone coverage there, and the receiver does a nice job of sitting in that soft spot on the curl route. And what I love is he's not just going to go down. He picks more yards up after the catch, now that the quarterback delivered a strike to help move the chains.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's York. He's tackled but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Canes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, the defense, to me, looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And that one's picked off. What a play. He can go. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Miami. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Extending the play now. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Grab behind the line. It's Pena. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Game to the 35-yard line.
With the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. It reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas A&M, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Off target and incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Haynes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line.
Give that defender a lot of credit. He just made a touchdown-saving tackle. But already this close to the end zone, I think it's just going to prolong the inevitable.
First and goal as the long kick return sets him up close to the goal line. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. They're going to run the option. It's a fumble behind the line. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Breaks free. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. And the Aggies will have to kick this away. That's the first punt today for the offense. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game. They're going for it on 4th and a mile.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Canes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Hurricanes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 3. Awful decision to bring the football out. And great coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Jukes to get free. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. He's in the clear. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Looking for his back. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, how about this? Initially, he rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Catch made on the right side. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. And doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beat down to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Point after, not quite through. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. Just standing there, gets hit again. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. That's reeled in. It's King. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be...
Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
And the extra point goes up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Oh, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw in the first half, seem to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner forced out at the 11. That's where they'll start this drive. Back up. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He lets it rip. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Point after, up and good. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Nice stuff from the run out of the shotgun there. Stop him at the 3-yard line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Here's a target, and it's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Aggies pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Pena. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. He's going to take off here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Finds an open target on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. To throw, it's Washington. Here comes the shovel pass. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Well, the huge hit there, you have to expect it to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
But another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of...
Here he goes. Inside the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. You've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. Here's the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christino, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He escapes the pocket. Hit as he throws it deep. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Huge play. They finally get him down, but he's all the way up to midfield. Now they can open up the playbook.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Dropping back. It's Washington. Defense is coming after him. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Oh, he's bringing it back. Now the 40. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the receiver's got it. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Washington. On the move now. Looking for a late, deep throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Could take it all the way. They finally bring them down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Grinding away with their running game. He's got the 1st and still going. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Miami.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Scanning the field. It's Washington. Grab by the receiver. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion with the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
It's another deep shot. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, we're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team. The character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And here's the handoff. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.